kids everywhere are looking forward, or maybe they're feeling a little nervous about their first time away at camp. Regardless, it's a life-changing experience, and you build memories that last forever. But imagine you've got a child who's suffering from cancer, needs treatment. The idea of sending them to camp would be crazy, right? No, it's the best thing in the world. We're going to talk about that. Marketing Director for Great Blue Resorts is here, Chris Chu, to talk about his involvement with Camp Ooch, with CEO of Camp Oochigeas. Is that right? Did I say it right? Alex Robertson. Good to have you both here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Camp Oochigeas, or Camp Ooch, as people often call it.
That's right.
Tell me about it. What is it?
It's an extraordinary organization. We are a volunteer-driven nonprofit private charity that supports kids with cancer and their families through year-round programs. They happen all over Ontario. We have a traditional overnight camp up in Muskoka that happens every month of the year. We actually have our very
Every month of the year?
Every month of the year we run programs. So it's not only a traditional summer camp. We'll bring children who've been diagnosed in the summertime up to camp in October so they can dip their toes in the water, get a sense of what camp would be like, and also give the parents a chance to experience sending their sick child, 250 kilometers away for just a couple of days, so that when it comes to summertime, they're ready to send them up for a full 2 weeks.
Good idea.
We also have camp in the city, so we have a very own in-city camp facility called Ooch Downtown, and it's the first of its kind that supports kids with cancer and their families, and that happens every week of the year. And then perhaps one of our more extraordinary programs is our in-hospital program. So we have 8 full-time staff and 80 volunteers who are the most sophisticated camp counselors you've ever met. And they'll meet a child the same day that she's diagnosed, and we'll provide programs to that child that are distracting, fun, camp-like programs, but on the oncology unit. And we do that at Sick Kids Hospital and then at 4 regional hospitals in Ontario pretty much every day of the year. So we walk with our campers and their families and give them a chance to connect with other kids, other families, so that they know that they're not alone.
What a gift. Why is it important that these kids have this opportunity? They've got to deal with the medications, and they've got to deal with not having any hair and all of that stuff. Why is going to camp important?
I think you're right. Cancer is a serious distraction to a child's life, right? They're told they can't go to school, they can't go hang out with their friends, they can't go play sports or do music, they can't go from the hospital. They spend a lot of time living in a hospital, and so their childhood is taken away from them. And at Camp Ooch, we strive to give kids a chance to connect with kids like them and to stay up with their peers in terms of keeping the social skills moving, gaining confidence, and being able to put themselves out there so that when they're done treatment, when they're back to being well, they're on par with their peers and they can be normal again.
And there's something healing about being in an environment like that with the natural beauty around you and listening to the water and the birds and the rustle of the leaves in the trees, right?
Yeah, what's really unique is we get kids to camp who can be very sick, and one of the reasons we do that is because we're the only camp in North America that can have an oncologist on site, so a doctor on site, and we can administer intravenous chemotherapy and blood transfusions. So, for example, last summer I had a camper. I go up every year for 1 week as a camp counselor, and I had a camper who, in the morning, he went in, and for an hour he got his chemo push, which just a short push. His camper sat around in the med shed. We pulled out the bongos and had a bit of a jam session. After that, we all hopped into the camp van, went down to Lake Rosso, and Ben was up skiing. Within an hour and a half of getting his chemo push. And it's moments like that are just remarkable to watch with your own, your very own eyes.
Chris, you're shaking your head, you're smiling.
Well, it's good to hear. I mean, we see a lot of similarities for what our kids go through, but at our resorts in terms of, kids club activities that we offer, and kids have a lot of fun, but certainly these kids, by the sounds of it, are very deserving of having fun just the same.
Why did Great Blue Resorts want to be involved in something like that?
Well, we have three of our properties are located in the Muskokas. One is new that hasn't been quite developed yet, but certainly we're going to have a lot of people in the Muskoka area that can sort of lend their a helping hand. And as a company as a whole, we just find that being able to do something positive as we grow and to be able to support somebody else, in your case Camp Ooch, that's doing such wonderful things for kids, to us it was an easy decision. Everybody at our office is very excited to kind of get involved, and this isn't sort of a one-time thing. We can see as we grow, we want to continue to grow our support for Camp Ooch.
Which is good.
For sure.
Good news
which
for
is
you,
great.
right, Alex?
Well, we rely on our community. We receive no government funding, no funding from other hospitals. So when Chris called us up and said, you know what, Great Blue can do something for you, we were very excited.
I was honored too, because it's a lot of fun to be able to pick up the phone and say, I know, I can help you.
Oh.
So it was really cool.
That's a selfish thing because it makes you feel better.
Yeah, exactly. It's totally like when Phoebe got stung by the bee, for those of you that watch Friends.
So the coloring contest is a great way for all kids to get involved. Tell me what we have to do.
Okay, so for the coloring contest, guys, there's a couple of options. One, you can go to greatblueresorts.com/color4ooch. That's the number 4. Or you can take your kids out to either Pickle Barrel restaurants, there's 11 in the GTA area, and Turtle Jack's, which are then handing out the coloring contest there on site. You simply get the kid to finish the drawing. Parents can do the coloring contest too. It's open to everybody. And we've got prizes and all that sort of stuff. But you take the picture, you upload it to the forum online, and then we'll randomly pick winners throughout the whole season to win $100 gift cards. We've got a PlayStation and a few family vacations that we're giving away. It's really that simple. You can also, I did mention, you can go to the website direct and you can download the PDF there. But I think it's the perfect excuse to get your kids out to have a nice family dinner. And the reason why we went with those guys is because they're both family restaurants, and it just all kind of made sense.
So, and it's easy to upload it. You don't have to do anything fancy. You can just take a picture with your phone.
Just take a picture with your phone. We've got a full mobile-ready site, so there's no issues there. It takes all but 2 seconds to fill out the form. And for every submission, we're going to donate $1 towards Camp Oochigeas, with a goal to raise about $25,000 this year in combination with some of the other fundraising initiatives that we're going to do this year for these guys.
Needless to say, not just one entry per person is necessary, right?
No, actually, we're changing the rules as of right now. Basically, if there's a kid out there that wants to submit 100, then they know that they've committed $100 towards our cause here to raise for Camp Oochigeas.
So great.
Yeah, that's cool.
$1 from each coloring, and
I want to see some of the submissions too. I want to see some kids' faces smiling right back at us. We'll share it on social media for parents that are comfortable with sharing their kid's face on social media in support of Camp Oochigeas too.
Gives them something to do while they're sitting having their dinner.
Yes, absolutely.
And they feel good. Kids love to give back. They love the idea of helping other kids, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And when you're supporting a child going to camp, you're supporting a child getting their childhood back. I mean, that is really what our focus is on. It's on friendship and fun. The good folks at Great Blue have been terrific at giving us a booster shot of that.
We have very little time left, but parents can rest assured, state-of-the-art facility at the camp, right?
Absolutely. It's a small, it's essentially a small clinic of Sick Kids Hospital where we've got an oncologist, 3 oncology nurses, and the most passionate volunteers who are looking out for our campers.
Yeah, so they're in good hands and they're going to have such a great time. So let's get more kids there. Raising money, let's do it. Get your coloring forms, greatblueresorts.com/color, the number 4, Ooch, O-O-C-H. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.